this cheese and caramel mix.
I want it.
You can have it after your show.
11187.
Good morning, Diamond Coach, EastCoastPhysique, and welcome back to another video. So today is officially May 4th, 4th. Today's officially May the 4th. Kenzie's just getting home. She needs some chicken prep, so that's what we're gonna start the day off with. Officially episode 5 of the road to 1,000 subs here on YouTube. So let's jump in to today's video. So honestly, the worst part of the whole thing is cutting all the fat off. Like as you can see, this is all the trash that comes off the chicken after we cut it. It's actually from Sam's. It generally comes pretty clean, but you still have to clean all the fat off, obviously, for it to be as lean as we need it to be. We're trying to have the cleanest chicken we can possibly take in. Currently, I've already cut all of Kenzie's and seasoned it. So first what I do is cut all the fat off of all the chicken breasts and then split all the chicken breasts in half, you know, like fillet them in half, and then season them and then stick them in a Ziploc. For Kenzie to cook hers, because she likes hers in a pan. Kind of picky about the way hers is cooked, so I leave hers for her to cook for herself. I just go ahead and prepare it for her. And then mine goes over here on this skillet, and all mine gets cooked that way. So using the griddle actually leaves a sear on both sides of my chicken, where the pan just leaves it all kind of just evenly cooked through. No sear on the outside, so it doesn't change texture right at the edge of the chicken. Like it stays the same, consistent through all the pieces. So here's just a better view of the chicken. As you can see here, it's all been sliced in half or filleted in half, and then I just lay them back out after we've cleaned everything off of them, and then I'll season them, flip them, pat them down, and they'll be good to go. And just like that, all the chicken's cooked. Here's mine and Kenzie's. Kenzie uses this stinky sauce. Use this, your whole body will smell like garlic, literally everywhere you go.
You tell me I smell like garlic.
All the time. So that's what she's on her chicken, and then I just use Honey Shashery's original Creole. This is what I use on mine, which is very sodium dense. It's like, see, focus, 340 milligrams of sodium. Where this one has only 180. So apparently today it decided to monsoon outside.
Struck by lightning. You get struck by lightning.
You don't get struck by lightning.
Yeah, it was bad.
It's not gonna strike you.
Yeah, well.
How?
Because you were outside.
On the agenda for today, we're actually going to be training chest. He's going to be lifting with me. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Come on, let's go. So today's pretty much moderate volume, so everything's going to be close to 3 sets of 12 on each movement. And we're going to have close to like 8 movements. There you go, squeeze with your elbows. There you go. Moving on from the regular pec deck, we're actually gonna get 3 sets of 10, and you're gonna have a 3-second pause at the top. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Come on. 1, 2, 3. The next we're diving into this tempo set, so right here, she's gonna get 5 normal speed, 1 controlled, 3 times, that equals 1 set. Control. There you go. And push. Now we're moving on to just some simple cable flies. We're gonna get 3 sets of 15. So good workout. Update on the weather. Still pouring.
That's a great day. It gives me a headache. I just want to sleep. Rainy days are the best nap days.
Who takes naps?
Me and a lot of other people. I'm sure many people watching this take naps.
Stop taking naps after kindergarten.
No, only you think that.
Now we're at Target. We had to drive all the way across town just to get the perfect raspberries.
Pray they're good this time.
Ooh, this is the best trail mix you could possibly get. Like out of all of the ones, this is the best one. Also, this right here is mine and Kenzie's favorite snack. Right here, this cheese and caramel mix.
I want it.
You can have it after your show. You know, I've never even eaten a veggie straw, but I'd probably eat the screaming hot ones. I'll eat any hot snack that there is. Literally after my show of the week, I ate, what, ghost pepper Chex Mix? and they were great. If there was ever such thing as complete opposites, that's what me and Kinsey are. Socially and with food. Like, I like hot stuff. I like dark chocolate. And I'll talk your head off. Kinsey doesn't talk at all. Here it is, the only thing we came for.
I'm afraid they're gonna be bad though.
You know, I've noticed when I edit the videos, the sound waves, your sound waves are like a quarter of the size of mine.
You talk loud.
Kinsey just mumbles through all the clips.
They look cloudy, so they're probably bad. They look soft too. These aren't too bad, but there's some soft ones and there's like moldy stuff in it.
Everywhere we go, Kinsey stops by the baked goods, but she knows she can't have any, so I don't even know why we even look at them.
I can get ideas of what I want to bake next, but Tyler won't let me bake anymore.
I'll let you bake. She just wants me to bake with her. And what do you know? It's still raining.
It looks fake.
Kinsey complains about every raspberry she gets. You're so picky.
Woo!
Alright, so we're finally back from Columbia, where we both competed this weekend at the Palmetto Classic, and we're going to do a recap on it. So first off, before we do that, we're going to show you guys the medal from this past weekend at the Charlotte Cup, where Kinsey placed first in Open A. And if you want to watch that video, you just got to go back. We did a sit-down video and talking about that show. But today's topic is the Palmetto Classic. So this is Kinsey's Bikini Class A, where she placed second. The class was actually pretty stacked. The past 2 weeks, both classes have been stacked. Everybody looked good in both of her classes, and everybody was conditioned. I don't think there was anybody who wasn't conditioned this week. Kinsey didn't win necessarily. She came in second, obviously, to a girl who's, I don't even know, I guess she's a woman, because she's older. Yeah. She's an older lady.
But she looked good.
Yeah, she was pretty conditioned. Personally, I didn't like the look, but it's not about what I like. It's about what the judges like. She was more conditioned than Kinsey, though, for sure. Kinsey just holds size compared to most of the girls that are in her class. Like, a lot of the girls look good, and a lot of the girls are conditioned, but Kinsey's just big. Like, when you compare them side by side on stage, Kinsey's just bigger than them. Kinsey also has, like, a different stage presence than them, which also holds weight when she's up there. Your stage presentation, everything from the moment you walk out to the moment you walk back off the stage, matters when it comes to judging. So that's where Kinsey gets a lot of people. Also, when you flip and turn to the back pose, Kinsey beats a lot of people in the hamstrings and glutes area. Just the package overall, not necessarily the biggest glutes and biggest hamstrings by any means, but when it comes to where you're dialing in and looking at the full package from the waist down from the back, then Kinsey eats a lot of people up in that pose. So like, if you're at a show and I'm there, normally that's when I'm yelling at Kinsey as loud as I can. And you'll know, like, a lot of times Kinsey will be flipped forward. She'll be on one side, then they'll flip them to the back. I'm yelling at the top of my lungs, like, for her to make sure she's doing that pose correctly, because that's where she eats a lot of people up. And then when they flip her back, then she gets moved closer to the center, and that's normally how it goes. As far as from the front this time, from last show, they asked us to come in more conditioned, which we did. Is it the top conditioning we could have? Absolutely not. And we're going to be even more conditioned this week when we head into Junior USAs coming up. So that is the plan. Kinsey gets frustrated with this too. Like, when we go from show to show, obviously these are regional shows, so I'm not going to bring her in as conditioned as possible at her first regional show of the year, and then by the time you get to nationals, look like a string bean. So each time they ask for more conditioning, I just gradually make her more conditioned, and she is by far not the easiest person to lean out at all. She has a lot of food intolerances that just pop up out of nowhere. Like, she'll be completely fine to the food, and then all of a sudden her body wants to fight that specific food. We had her on prep last year, all the way through prep on tilapia, and then all of a sudden, like, if she ate tilapia, like, her body just completely rejected it and would make her bloat. So then we had to flip, switch to chicken. You just have to be on your toes when it comes to Kinsey's body. It's not just like a simple prep where, like, some people, you just, as long as you're coming down in the calories, they start losing and leaning out. I mean, I feel like it's one of those things, like, a lot of those people lean out very easy, but they don't hold size very well. And then you have somebody who holds size very well, but then they don't lean out easy. So one way or the other, you're always fighting some kind of battle when it comes to prepping somebody. Oh, and the other thing is, in this week's show, I got first in my class. So I got first in my class. That's good. So as far as Kinsey's feedback from this week going into Junior USA, one is her tan. She does the DIY tan kit from Pro Tan. She's done it 1,000 different ways, and for some reason, she always ends up with spots. And it's not like spots like you would think, like, oh my god, I see a bunch of spots. It's like,
it's not even.
Yeah, it's just like minimal stuff. But I think this week going into Junior USAs, we're gonna have Chris. It's Hollingsworth, isn't it? I think it is Hollingsworth. So. Chris from Elite Performance Tanning is going to tan Kinsey. We're just going to go ahead and get it done that way. We're not using liquid sun rays just because we don't like the way it looks. The other feedback was conditioning, which every week we just get more condition. That's just how it works. We're gonna get more condition. What else was it?
She's just talking about how when I walk on stage, to stay tighter as I walk on.
Like we said, Kenzie's stage presence is good. Like once she's like into her poses, like she's catching the judge's attention. It's just walking out on the stage. Kenzie's always like, even like when I met Kenzie, she just walks like not like presenting herself like she needs to be there. So it looks like her stage confidence is down, but that's just her being lazy. Like just stand the hell up. And that's basically what it is. Just stay tight and stand up when you're first walking onto stage, because like we said earlier in the video, from start to finish, as soon as you come from the side of the stage into the center and back off, you're being judged. So you have to make sure as soon as you walk out that you're already ready, not just, oh, I'm gonna walk up here and then just pose, and then that's when you're shocking the judges. You want to shock them from the moment you walk out. That's the feedback that we got. Not to get any more, we didn't get asked to have any more sides, so that's a plus.
Yeah, she said my back pose looked good. Everything about back pose was good. She liked my makeup and hair better this time than last time. And my tan was dark enough this time, it was just splotchy compared to what it needs to be.
So that's gonna wrap up today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Also subscribe below so you don't miss any of the new content, because we're still competing obviously. And if you wanna see the feedback, then you gotta watch it on here. Turn on the bell so you don't miss anything, because for some reason YouTube has a weird algorithm thing where sometimes you get the notification from a subscriber, sometimes it's a post notification from the bell. So do both, that way you don't have to worry about which one is coming to you. If you want online coaching, then all you have to do is go in the description and go to www.EastCoastPhysique.com and you can send me an email. Until next time.
Is that what you did?